Joining me now, Jason Furman, President Obama's top economic advisor, who is a professor of economic policy at Harvard at the Kennedy School. Thanks very much, Jason. It's great to see you. First of all, what should Joe Biden's economic address focus on today?
One thing he should say, Andrea, is what he has said before. We can't wait until January. People need help now. The economy needs help now. The second thing is he has consistently put COVID at the center of his strategy for his campaign. He needs to make it clear how that's going to be a win-win for the economy. If we're more effective at addressing COVID and we do it in the right ways, we can also help the economy. And then finally, what is going to have to wait is what we need to do to, as he calls it, build back better. Just providing relief now is not going to get us to where we need to go. He needs to flesh out and talk about how he's going to do that next year as president.
With all of the opposition to staged, not lockdowns, but retreats from restaurants in restaurant use and things of that nature, we're seeing advisories in Chicago. We're expecting Philadelphia in the next hour with some issues there. Would it be better for the House Democrats to compromise, to do something despite the opposition to state and local relief and other key aspects, for going back to May, for Mitch McConnell and Mnuchin and Mark Meadows? Would it be better to have something, some stimulus, rather than nothing?
Absolutely, Andrea. No one gets any benefit when you end up with nothing, but you can go on Twitter and talk about how it was all Donald Trump and Mitch McConnell's fault. And by the way, it may all have been Donald Trump and Mitch McConnell's fault, but you can't eat that. You can't get a job through that. You can't support your family with that. You're going to need compromise from all sides to get something done. And I want the biggest something possible, but something is better than nothing.
The Obama and Biden administration inherited the most severe economic crisis in their first term. You were well aware of all of that it involved, and the transition worked. But there is such a lack of coordination right now. They can't even reach out to people in the administration. How much does this worry you?
It definitely worries me. When he was running for president, Obama talked several times to Secretary Paulson and several times to then Fed Chair Bernanke. He was ready with the transition even before Election Day because it was such a complex crisis. It was considered important that he be in touch with them even before the election. After the election, there was complete cooperation. We couldn't have done things like the auto industry, which was going bankrupt and might have ceased to exist in this country were it not for our ability to have a smooth transition. This crisis is even worse, and it worries me even more, the lack of communication.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.